Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing a bunch of games that we bought from Poshmark. We got some GameCube games, we got some PS3 games, and there is a lot of profit to be made on this bundle. But without further ado, let's hop right into the unboxing.
But okay, let's get this thing unboxed here. I have it pulled up. So we paid $156 for all these games. We originally were just going to buy this lot of 20 games. But the way the seller had promotions going on, I think I saved an extra 15% if I bought 3 or more items. So I found 2 other GameCube games that were pretty good price, to be honest with you. I mean, I think we're going to be able to make a good amount of money on those as well. But it was more so to go ahead and save an extra 15% on the order. So it's looking pretty good from what I saw. We'll take a look at the conditions, and if anything needs to be resurfaced, I don't know. I'm assuming nothing has to be, but let's take a look. So we have a stack of games there. This is one of the GameCube games that I ordered separately, so we can take a look at that. Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc. Looks pretty good, and we get to keep a bunch of extra bubble wrap. That's awesome. Nintendo GameCube. This one is complete in box. You'd love to see it. I really don't have that many GameCube games. Actually, I think at the moment we don't have a single one. Case is in good condition as well. Awesome. So missing manual for 48, complete for 57, complete for 64, and we paid 45 for it. So we might be able to make like $20 before fees and stuff. But again, the main thing was to go ahead and save 15%. So we ended up saving over $20 on our order total by buying this game that we should be able to make, you know, at least $10 profit on. Okay, Serious Sam, Next Encounter for the GameCube. This one is also complete in box. Could clean it up a little bit. Looks like there's a little bit of like sticker gunk on the side, so we may go ahead and clean this one up. This one I paid $58 for, and Rayman 3 we paid $45 for. So these were very, very expensive. Considering for the lot of the 20 games we're about to open up, I only paid $48. So we spent way more on these 2 GameCube games than we did on this entire lot, over double. This was the more expensive one. So this one just sold yesterday for $68, $71, $71, $92. Oh, factory sealed, but that's pal. So yeah, we should be able to profit on these ones, no problem. I mean, we paid $58. And it's complete in box. Oh yeah, okay, so one of the loose games was SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. For the PS3, which is pretty good because we have a bunch of PS3 cases. This looks like maybe a genuine, oh no, the case is damaged, so I can't reuse this. But if this disc is in good condition, which it is, it's literally perfect, we can go ahead and reprint the artwork and throw this in a new case. And SmackDown vs. Raw are typically pretty expensive. Okay, so starting off here, we have a complete in box copy of SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Again, these SmackDown games, they are typically pretty expensive, so I'm excited about that. A couple filler games, right? Not all of them are going to be super expensive. We got Modern Warfare 2, we got FIFA 15, we got complete in box Disney GeForce. I don't think this one's worth too much. We got NBA Street Home Court, complete in box. Okay, next, I think we have 2 copies of Up for the PS3. And then the last 2 in this set of bubble wrap here, we got Mod Nation Racers. I don't think this one's worth too much. Complete in box, though it is heavy. And Army of 2, I know this one isn't worth too much. Another copy of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Greatest Hits. I mean, it is complete in box, but I have so many copies of these. You know, they'll sell eventually, but I mean, it'll be like a few dollars profit, so it's all right. Rainbow Six Vegas for the PS3, not worth much. But this is what I was excited for. So the Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and then we also have Deathly Hallows. These 2 are going to come very close to paying for this entire bundle. Harry Potter, Lego Years 1 through 4. I have a few copies of this. It's not anything great, but it's still worth a little bit. So then we got NBA 2K13, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. This one I will take. We do have, I think, 2 listed, but I actually sell these pretty frequently, especially when it is complete in box like this. And Fight Night Round 3. This one actually might be worth something as well. So I just want to go and clarify here for the first little bit of the video, I didn't realize, but price charting was actually in USD and not CAD. So I'll go ahead and put the conversions up for all the Canadian viewers. So UFC 3 Undisputed, this one is complete in box. Looks like it goes for about $15. And UFC Undisputed 2010 isn't worth quite as much, looking around $7.50, so not nearly as much as number 3. Okay, so just looking at Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, this one is actually complete in box. The price seems a little all over the place. I mean, $17, $20, $34, $20, but I'll definitely go ahead and list it on probably like $25. I'll list this one for, and then it'll go on sale, or I'll accept a lower offer. I mean, this one sold 30% off. But the sell-through rate actually looks pretty good. I mean, all of these were sold within the last like 6 days. I mean, a loose copy sold for 21, so I definitely got to go ahead and charge more for that, more than that. And then the Half-Blood Prince, unfortunately, this one isn't complete in box, which really sucks because this one was worth a little bit more. According to price charting, we're looking at like $20 to $22, but eBay sold listings say otherwise. I mean, CIB sold for $49. You have 37 with the manual, 42 with the manual. So we honestly might be able to go ahead and make our money back just off this one single game here, which would be kind of insane. Ours doesn't have the manual, so we're looking at closer to that $25 mark, it looks like. But I mean, we paid $48 for all of these PlayStation 3 games, right? So we are definitely going to be able to go and get our money back just from these two alone. And we have some expensive ones, right? We saw UFC Undisputed 3. We also had SmackDown vs. Raw. That was an expensive one. And we have a loose and a complete in box game. Overall, I think this was still a really good bundle. I needed some more complete in box games to list. I've been listing a lot of reprinted artwork ones. So I think overall, we're going to make more than our money back. We also have the 2 GameCube games, obviously. It's looking like we might be able to make $10 to $20 profit on each of them, which is still good because, again, the reason why we bought these was to go ahead and save 50% on our order total. So even if we go ahead and break even on these, we are still saving or making 15%, which is awesome. So I am really, really happy with this bundle. Let's go ahead and get everything listed now. Okay, so you guys can see here, we finally got everything listed. It really didn't take me that long. I've been so used to buying loose games, resurfacing, printing artwork, testing games. Like, I forgot how quick it was to actually list complete in box games. I can't believe how quick that was, but let's go ahead and take a look at this Poshmark bundle here. So here we go. We have all the items added. We have 22 products, and the total spent after shipping, after taxes, everything was $156.34. So I'll hide the camera here for a second. You guys can see the list price on the right-hand side and what I associated the cost to it. So for the 2 expensive games, for the 2 GameCube games, I went ahead and just did $53.17. And then for every other game, I just did $2.50. The reason why I did this and not just averaged it between all of them is because when one of these cheaper games, I didn't want the average sale price or average purchase price to be like $10. And then when I went ahead and sold this one, it shows up as a loss. So I like to go and do it like this, especially when I buy bigger bundles too. I like to do this with consoles where I go ahead and associate a higher cost with the console than the rest of the games. But yeah, $53 for the 2 complete in box GameCube games and $2.50 for every single other game. So believe it or not, we actually have exactly $450 in listed value. So this is just what I listed everything for. If you add it all up, it comes to $450. Now, I would take that with a grain of salt because that is obviously before any fees, before I accept any offers, before I do any promotions or sales or anything like that. So let's gotta break it down and see what we can maybe be walking away with from this bundle. So here's a photo of the order. So we paid $45 for Raymond. We paid $48 for the lot of 20 games. And then we also paid $58 for the Serious Sam. Now, after shipping, which was actually pretty cheap, it came to $12 for all of these games. That is one reason why I keep coming back to Poshmark, is because for Canadians, the shipping is just so reasonable. It almost doesn't matter how much you buy, the shipping will always be $12. That's why I went ahead and bundled all of this together. You heard me mention before, I had to buy 3 games to go and save 15%, but I also knew that it wasn't gonna cost me any more in shipping for buying those extra 2 GameCube games. So we paid $58 for the GameCube, $45, and then $48 for the lot of 20, bringing us to a total of $156.34. Okay, so we have our $450 in listed value. Now, we know we're gonna pay final value fees of 12.35%. So if we take that and we multiply that by $450, we are gonna pay, no matter what, $55.57. I mean, obviously, I guess if I take an offer for a little bit less, we'll pay a little bit less, but let's just go ahead and minus $55.57, giving us now a value of $394. So that is really, really good. I mean, again, we paid 157 or 156 for it, but I typically run sales. So twice a week on Wednesdays and on Saturday, Sunday, I do run a 5% off sale for the games. So if we go ahead and account for that, that is another $19.72 that we're going to go ahead and subtract. I also promoted all of the listings, even the more expensive ones, but I only did it at 2%. Some of the games that were like $10 or less, I did at 5%. The ones from $10 to like $30, I did at 3%, and then the really expensive 2 GameCube games, I only did at 2%. Now, I may go ahead and take that off. I've been a really, really big advocate for doing promoted listings, but I think the one time where I don't see it to be a really big problem or a reason to not is when there's not as many items listed. So when we went ahead and looked at the one GameCube game, I think there was 8 other listings that I was competing with. Some of them were in the States, which means really expensive shipping. So I really don't have that much competition. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is I am gonna unadvertise those 2 GameCube listings and just see how it goes. If I don't sell it within the first few days or a week, I'll go ahead and promote it at 2%, but I kind of want to go and see if we can get it sold naturally. And I mean, obviously, just because we have it promoted doesn't mean I'm going to pay the fee. I only pay the fee if it comes through a promoted listing. If someone clicks on that link and then makes a purchase, that's when I pay the fee. But I might go and try to list them without the promoted listing just to see how things go. So most of them are promoted at 3%. So let's go ahead and punch that in, and we go times by 0.3. So we are going to pay roughly 11.25% if everything sells from, or sorry, $11.24. If everything sells through a promoted listing at 3%. Like I said, there's a few that are listed at 5%, and then there's a few that aren't going to be listed at all. So we're just going to get an average of $11.24. So I think overall, this was an absolutely fantastic bundle to go and buy. We are clearly going to over double our money, even if we go and sell things on promotions. They come from promoted listings. We come down a little bit. This was still such a great deal. I'm super happy with this. Like I said earlier, I did a 3-hour stream where I unboxed, listed everything. Like, I still can't believe that I got 22 games unboxed and listed in 3 hours. It just feels so weird because I've done so many of these loose games lately. And don't get me wrong, the loose games are great because, I mean, we pay like $1 a disc, right? It's just a total different experience that I haven't really had in a little while. So I'm definitely going to be on the hunt for more of these games on Poshmark. I actually just went ahead and put in a new offer. If we go ahead and do this, I just put an offer for $160 on this rare Xbox slot. You guys may see a video on this if the buyer does accept, but there is quite a bit of value in here. I don't want to spoil anything though. I want you guys to let me know what you think of this bundle down below in the comments. I think this is going to be a really good deal. I'm really happy with Poshmark and their shipping. So I am going to be looking more on Poshmark to make more buys. Just because, I mean, if I would have bought these games on eBay, I would have been paying $30, $40 in shipping. And I just feel like it's rare that you find a really, really good deal like this on Poshmark. But when you do, it's just amazing. It's such a great deal. I mean, over doubling our money is just great. Like, I am super pumped to go ahead and get these games sold. We haven't had GameCube games in a very, very long time, and let alone $75 GameCube games. So very, very excited to go and get these sold and make some TikToks about them. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe so you guys don't miss any more videos. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.